Hi everyone! This year for our ceramics project, we're going to be making an enclosed form sculpture using textures inspired from nature. So an enclosed form is basically like a ceramic balloon, and we're going to make two pinch pots, scratch and attach them together, and then that forms a hollow spherical shape like this. And you can transform your enclosed form into basically anything that you want. So this is a container, but you could turn it into a vase, a sculptural piece, maybe it's a container, or maybe it's even an animal. So it's really up to you what you want to make for your enclosed form. Now, before we even begin in the ceramic clay, we're going to do some doodling using modeling clay. So painters, they'll sketch out their ideas before they begin. We're going to be doing something similar, but instead of sketching, we're going to be modeling using this wax-based clay called plasticine. Plasticine looks like this. It never dries and you don't fire it. They also use this kind of plasticine for claymation for those very reasons. I'm going to show you an example of what you're making, and you're going to be testing out some different textures. The textures are going to be additive, meaning you're building them, or reductive or carved, meaning you're going to take away the clay or carve in your designs and textures. Here's another example. We're building our textures today on pinch pots. So if you flip them over, you can see that they're domed and they're actually hollow. So not only are you going to be practicing your textures, but you're also going to practice how to make a pinch pot today. So what you're going to need is something to build on, a modeling tool, and your plasticine. Take your plasticine and divide it into two pieces. One piece will be for your pinch pot, the other piece will be for your textures. And the wax clay, to soften it, you just warm it up in your hands and start compressing it into a sphere. The pinch pot is a dome, but it's flat on the bottom. So after you roll it into a sphere, you're going to flatten one side so that it makes already a dome shape. Then the pinching part. Take your thumb and wiggle it into the bottom of your dome. Be careful not to puncture it. Then we have to pinch it out into a pinch pot. When I'm pinching, my thumb is going to stay stationary and my outside fingers are going to do all of the pulling and the pinching. Then every time I pinch, I'm going to start at the top, I'm going to rotate the clay on my thumb and then pinch again. So again, your thumb is staying stationary and then your outside fingers are going to be doing the pinching and then rotate. After I pinch the top, I'm going to start pinching the middle. Same thing, my thumb is staying still. And now I'm going to bring my fingers down and I'm going to pinch the rim. This wax-based clay is very forgiving. If you make a mistake, you can just squish it back up and start over. So remember, we're practicing, we're working out our ideas, and also building some muscle memory. Cool. So now you can see my pinch pot is hollow on the inside, and I'm going to pinch it one more time, starting at the top, then the middle, then the base. This is going to thin it out and make my pinch pot a little bit bigger. If your pinch pot starts to flatten, again, it's probably because you're also pulling with your thumb, so try to only pinch with your outside fingers and then everything just rotates around your thumb. Great. So now that I have my pinch pot, I'm ready to start practicing some different textures inspired by nature.